In Brookhaven, for those who don't know, we have these pets on the right, and if you grab any of them, you can hold them. But today, I want to test 3 ways to become a pet in Brookhaven, and I am simply going to turn into a dog and get pets that actually work. And for that, I called my friend, who was right here, but he ended up getting out of the car, and he said, let's see people's reactions. And I want to see that too, because it's impossible to become a pet. And as soon as I become a pet, I want to see what the players are going to think. But there is a couple here, and he said, I wanted to adopt a pet, but it seems like he really wants a pet. And like I said, I am going to test 3 ways to get this. So I will have to get into my Lamborghini to test the first way. But my friend said, in the first way, do you become a pet or do you get a pet that walks? Look, I am going to get a pet that walks. But if I grab a pet on the right, they simply don't work. They blink, which is pretty interesting, but none of them work. But if I use a specific ID on the right, I am going to get this pet in Brookhaven, and you can see that it is very cool. It is basically a capybara, but he is looking, and he said, is it a capybara? Yes, this is the first pet I got, because it is very different, but you can see that it walks and walks along with me in Roblox. And remember, this is just the first way to get a pet. He said, let's see their reaction. So let's go. I am going to get into my Lamborghini, and we are going to arrive in this neighborhood to see their reaction. So I am arriving here, and now I simply got a pet. And the 2 of them are looking back here, and I am sure they don't believe it. But the 2 of them just arrived here, and he said, teach me how to get that. But unfortunately, I can't teach it. I will teach it later, because this pet is totally secret, and I don't want everyone to get my pet in Brookhaven. He said, I will get another pet. I just want to find out how to do it. Okay, I will teach how to do it. But suddenly, he got really mad and grabbed an axe, and that's not good. He said, if you don't teach me, I will hit you. But guys, I have to get out of here urgently, because he got very angry, and I don't know why he is chasing me with that axe in Roblox. But I better leave, and I'm not going to teach how to get this. Now I am dancing, and he is breaking my car, and my friend just got out of here and is staring at him, and he said, I am an admin, leave or I will ban you. But I doubt he is going to believe it. He said, I doubt that is true, prove it. But he wants proof, but my friend knows how to pretend very well to be an admin, so he used a secret command, and he looked like this. And you can see that the player is scared, because he has never seen someone like this in Roblox, flying like an admin. And now, it seems like he finally left here scared. And guys, there are other pets that you can get, so I will use this ID on the right, and I got this pet, which is basically a rabbit. And this is very interesting, because it actually walks in Roblox. And my friend is looking, and he said, this is the second way to get a pet. Look, actually no, this is still the first way, because later I am going to test the way to become a pet. So now, I got into the car, and my friend came too, but my car, even destroyed, still works very well. But my friend said, take it to the car wash, and the car will become new again. So I am going to test that, and I want to see if it is true. Now I am arriving here, and this is the Brookhaven car wash. So I am entering here, and I am going to press this button. Perfect! Now it is going to start washing my car, and I want to see if it will look new. And now I got out of here, and my car is not on fire anymore, and it is not smoking anymore either, but it still doesn't have a tire. In other words, what my friend said didn't happen, and the car is still destroyed. So now I am coming here to show him the new pet that I got, and I just arrived here, but he looked at me, and now he is running. And this is weird, he abandoned his friend in Roblox. She said, what a cool pet, how did you get it? Look, this pet is very easy to get, but the player arrived here, and again he has an axe, and he thinks I didn't notice that he is here, but he is trying to attack me, and now I am going to have to run, because he is very angry, and he is simply mad for no reason in Roblox. But my friend said, I even forgot why he is chasing us, and really that doesn't make any sense. But now he is coming here in a different way, because he is on a skateboard, and he thinks that is smarter. So I am getting out of here, because now I am going to test the second way to become a pet in Brookhaven. But my car flipped over, and that is very bad. Now my friend just left here, and the second way to become a pet is a very simple way, but later I am going to teach the way to become a realistic pet in the game. So I am going to use this ID on the right, and then this other ID, and finally this one, and I ended up like this. And this is the second way to become a pet. And now, I am going to remove my hair, my glasses, and shrink my avatar. And it kind of looks like I am a pet, but my friend is looking here, and he said, you have to be crouched, and then it will look like a pet. And here on the right, I am going to use a specific animation to crouch in Roblox, and it really looks like I am a pet, but this is not the best way to do it. But he is trying to drive this car, and finally managed to make the car go back to normal. Now I am coming here, and again he flipped the car, but he can't make this car go back to normal. So I got inside, and every time the car goes back to normal, it flips over again. But finally it worked. Now my friend is coming here to the front to show the players what I just got in Roblox, and I think he is going to drive straight past. So I am going to jump right here, and he really drove straight past. And my friend is acting very weird. Now he is coming back here running, and simply flew away. And I don't know what he is doing, but now he just wants to fly away. So I am going to test the secrets without him in Roblox, because he is acting very weird. But guys, I am coming to this house in Roblox because here there is a friend of mine who has been living here for a long time. So I am arriving here and I want him to see what happened. But he is looking here and he said, "What is that?" And it looks like I got banned for no reason. And I forgot why he did that. And maybe he didn't recognize me. Now I am here because I want to talk to him and see what happened. But actually he is here behind. And he said, "You are the ugliest dog I have ever seen." And he is making fun of me. So later I am going to test a way to make an avatar of a realistic dog. Now there is a player up there who is staring at me. And she said, "Wow, a dog." And she is very impressed that I became a dog. But there is a problem. I can't use the animations on the right because the game is totally bugged. She said, "Come, I will adopt you." And it seems like I finally got a family. So I am coming here and now I finally managed to crouch to walk like a dog. And she just came down here to finally adopt me. So I am going to have to go inside to get to know the new house that I got in Roblox. And this house is simply giant. And you can see that it has a giant TV. And she just turned it on. And I want to see what is playing on the TV. And it looks like there is a squirrel. And the squirrel is my enemy because I am a dog. I said, "Squirrels are my enemies. Take it off the TV." And I am serious. She is going to have to remove it. I have to pretend that I am a dog. She said, "Go upstairs. I made a room for you. And I want to see that." Now she is going up here. And I am coming here walking to get there faster because I am a smart dog. She said, "Dogs don't walk and they don't talk." And I know that, but I am a different dog. But guys, you can see that there is dog food and water here. But we have this item, which is for cats and not for dogs. I said, "I am a dog, not a cat." And it looks like she got mad. She said, "You are not a real dog. Get out of here." And I have to get out of here urgently. So I am coming up here to avoid being banned. Now I am going to have to go down here, but I can't jump because it is very dangerous. My friend grabbed this car to save me here in Roblox. Perfect. I got inside and now I am finally safe because I am on top of this car in Roblox. But now he is coming back here for no reason and I didn't understand why he is doing that. He said, "Invade this house. He is my enemy." Okay, I am going to have to climb up here like this and I am simply going to have to invade the player's house. But I don't know how I am going to jump here. But I actually managed to get inside and I have to grab the player's safe. And guys, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I don't know where the safe is. But the player is down here and apparently he is waiting for my friend to come in through the door. But my friend got here and he is getting ready to ban my friend. I said, "Don't come in. He is waiting for you." And I am serious. He can't come in here. But finally he left because he realized that this is a trap. But this player is looking back here and realized that I am here. He is not very happy about it. He said, "You are not a pet. You are fake. Look, actually I am a pet." Now he is coming here to ban me. But that is impossible because I am coming here to the side and he is not going to be able to ban me. And now, I am coming back here, and he just opened this door, and I managed to climb up here, but he closed it, and I don't know what he wants to do, but this player is acting very weird, and he has this evil face, and now he is leaving here to do something. So he placed this ladder, and this is bad. I have to get out of here quickly, because he is going to climb up here. Now he just arrived up here, and maybe this is my end, because I am inside his house, and I can be banned at any moment, but he is getting closer. And he said, "Say that you are not a real dog, and I will not ban you." But I am not going to say anything. Actually, I am just going to jump here, and now finally I was not banned, and that player realized that I got out of here, and he is coming after me. And actually, I didn't go in that direction, and he is coming to a totally random place, because I stayed here. Now I am coming back here to talk to my friend, who is waiting for me in this car to save me, but I am already safe, and he is coming here in front. So now, I want to test a way to become a very realistic dog, and this friend of mine came back here and crashed into this car and simply had an accident suddenly in Roblox. He said, "Become a real dog, I dare you." Look, there is a way to do that, which I'm going to test now, and this is the best way to become a dog. And this friend of mine is coming back here, and I didn't understand why he came back, but he simply left again. And now this other friend of mine grabbed the Lamborghini and left it right here. He said, "Let's do a test. I want to see if this test will work." But that car is coming here and is going to crash into the Lamborghini. And actually, he drove straight past and just flipped his car over. Now he left here, and now he is lying on the ground, and this other friend of mine is coming here to save him. And actually, he is in the car now, and the weirdest bug of all just happened. And to become a real dog, I am going to have to enter another game, and then come back to Brookhaven, and I have to enter this Roblox game. Now I am going to click this button on the right and search for this word. And I just found this animal, and now I am simply going to save it. And now you can see that I became like this. And I came back to Brookhaven, and I am going to have to resize my character, and you can see that I ended up like this. But my head is a little weird because the colors are different. So I am coming here to the front because I want to see the players' reactions. But I don't know where my friends are, and I am almost sure they're coming here flying, and they really are doing that. They just arrived here, and it looks like they noticed that I am here, and I literally became a duck in Roblox. But he is looking at this, and he said, "Oh my god, are you a dog? Look, actually I am a duck. And my other friend came here and he said, why is this dog green? But guys, I am simply a duck. I don't know how they don't notice that. And maybe it's because of the colors, because a duck is yellow. He said, it's an ugly dog, right? So I am going to have to leave here because they are making fun of me in Roblox and simply think that I am a dog. But now, I just arrived at the water because I think that's where ducks stay. And I want to fly away here in Roblox. And he is coming here to talk to me, and probably something very important. He said, what are you? I can't understand. And it looks like he really doesn't know what I am. So I am flying away very far, just because I am a duck. So I just landed here in this area, and I am in the fire truck, but I just got out of here because I want to see the players' reactions once they realize that I am a duck. Now I am coming here to talk to this player, and he just got up, and he said, what, is that a duck? And he finally realized that I am a duck, because everyone thinks I am a dog, but I am going to shrink my avatar to look even more like a duck. He said, this one is rare, because it is green, and I have never seen a green duck before, but his friend just arrived here to see what is happening, and she said, what an ugly duck, and everyone is making fun of me in Roblox just because I am an ugly duck, but actually, I am not that ugly, but they just arrived here, probably to see me. And he said, you are not a duck, that is a goose. And clearly I am a duck. She said, what if he is a player disguised as a duck? And that is a possibility. So I am leaving here because I have to run away from them in Roblox. Now I am going to this house because maybe the owner of this house will defend me because I am a real duck. But she just appeared here and now she is happy. And she said, come here, duck. Perfect, I just got a house, but I can't get inside. And she is going to have to open this door because I don't have the strength to open it. And now finally I have a house. And that is very good. She said, duck, come here. And she wants me to come to the bathroom right into this bathtub because I am a duck. And now water is coming down here. And that is very good because this is the natural habitat of ducks, exactly in the water. And she just left here. And I'm taking a bath here. And you can see that water is leaking. And this house is simply full of water. And all of this because of my bath. So I am getting out of here. And I will have to turn off the faucet because her house is being destroyed. But she is looking here. I said, there is a lot of water downstairs. And I am serious. But she is looking at how much water there is down here. And she simply got scared. But now she got mad, and apparently she is going to want to ban me from her house. So I have to get out of here urgently, and I teleported in Roblox because otherwise I was going to be banned. And she really got very mad. She said, and never come back here again. And that was very sad, but it looks like the player left the game, all because of me. Now I am coming to this other house because I want to see his reaction, and I don't know how I'm going to get inside if I can't open this door. But I just got banned from here because he was waiting, but he appeared here, and he said, you are never coming here, you knew. And now he went back into his house, and actually, he is coming back here to go into the basement of his house, and he went in here, and I am going to get revenge for what he did because he ruined my character. The duck no longer looks like a duck, so I am going to grab these items on the right, and I am going to start destroying his house because I want him to get really mad and finally leave the game. Perfect, I am destroying his house, and there is simply a giant wall here made of houses in Roblox. And now it looks like he finally left here and just realized what happened to his house, and everything is completely destroyed, and there are houses all over here in front, and I am sure that he is very mad, and he is so mad that he left the game. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the become a member button and I will add you on Roblox.